Hi, so I am excited to be here today with Skylar Pearson and Hugh Neary, who are the founders of Next Garden, a company that went through the Cleantech Challenge several years ago and has been doing great things since. Welcome to Hugh and Skylar, and would love to hear just a little bit to start about what Next Garden is and what you do with your company.
Yeah, of course. So Next Garden is a ag tech company, and we are working on building indoor vertical farms that are low operational costs, high efficiency. Our intention is to be able to bring indoor farming into commercial agriculture.
Great. So let's talk a little bit about your experience with the Cleantech Challenge. It was back in 2017, with the before times. So obviously a very different world than we're living in right now. But tell us a little bit about what it was like going through that program and what some of your memories were.
Participating in the Cleantech Challenge was extremely fun, first of all. Second of all, we learned so many things. We had so many different workshops and seminars, and learned really how to build a business with most of the people who we were working with also in the Cleantech Challenge not knowing how to start a business at all. A lot of people were engineers with very few actual business students involved. And so we really got to learn alongside people just like us who were starting without knowing much about the business side of things at all.
Yeah, I think the whole process was so much fun and totally unexpected. I think we went into it not really knowing what we were getting into. And I remember when we got accepted after our first pitch, we were like, oh my God, we're gonna make something now. And going through all of that was so enjoyable, and coming out the other side and eventually winning at Invent Oregon and moving through the Cleantech Challenge was, it was life-changing.
So how's your company doing now?
Things are going pretty well for us, given the situation of the present times. We made a decision back in kind of the end of 2019 to put a pause on some of the tech that we had been developing and lean more into just farming operations. We've been trying to build up a stable revenue stream for our business. And so we built out a container farm. We have a 40-foot shipping container, and we grow leafy greens. And we're selling those at farmers markets around Portland, including the PSU market. So come get some greens. And things are going pretty well for us once we get that revenue stream established and it's reliable. We want to transition back into our tech development, likely fundraise, the whole deal.
And I'll add that we, even though we switched over to really focusing on farm operations and having a revenue stream by selling greens, we've still been a part of two, actually I think 3 capstone teams in the past year, 2 in the engineering department and 1 in the business school. And that's been super helpful to keep us rolling in terms of tech development.
How have you paid for the cost of all of the tech development up to this point?
Up till this point, we have received some non-dilutive funding and then been primarily bootstrapped. We collectively, through the Cleantech Challenge and Invent Oregon, received around $20,000. That was a lot of money for us and gave us the opportunity to make the decision of whether or not we wanted to continue on with building this business that had sort of snowballed for us. And we did move forward with that. In early 2019, we received a grant from Business Oregon, their Innovation Council, for $74,000, and that money was used to build our beta farm prototype. So it's a small scale version of what our full farms are eventually going to be like. We have been lucky enough to receive non-dilutive funding up until this point, and I think our intention moving forward will be to fundraise, but we're lucky to have made it this far, how we have.
Being impact inventors and entrepreneurs means that your company is part of a bigger vision that you want to see in the world. Can you tell us a little bit about the vision that drives Next Garden?
Yeah, I think sustainability is one of our main focuses. We want to lessen the impact on global climate change as much as we can, being a privately owned company. We want to, one of our biggest goals within sustainability is a hope to eventually help,
One of our biggest goals.
One of our biggest goals within sustainability is to convert existing farmland into natural wildlife habitat. And we plan on doing that by helping farmers convert to vertical farming as at least part of their revenue stream, and to take that land that you're essentially moving indoors and make it usable to wildlife and essentially a part of a larger carbon sequestration project.
Alongside our sustainability intentions, we really want to work to have a big social impact. The eventual goal with our farms is to actually franchise them. So we want other people to be able to have access to successful and valuable businesses. So we hope to be able to provide that opportunity to, people all over the United States and ideally globally, especially in rural areas, and really make all of commercial farming decentralized and support local food systems as the primary way that commercial agriculture operates.
Well, Skylar and Hugh, thank you so much for taking a few minutes to share the journey that your company has gone on and that you have gone on, starting with the Cleantech Challenge. We really appreciate it, and best of luck to you as Next Garden moves into its next stage.
Thank you.